So here is why I don't follow celebrities. So when I say celebrities, I also mean influencers and streamers as well. I just want to mention this as well, that this is just my personal opinion and my personal view. I'm not hating on anybody, and I'm not trying to spread any negativity towards anyone. Now, the only person that I will follow is God, Jesus, or the higher being, whoever they may be. That is the only person that I will look up to and follow, and I guess worship, if that makes sense. So the first big reason why I don't follow anybody when it comes to like influencers, streamers, celebrities, is because I just don't want to be a follower. I want to be a leader. I think by following someone and adopting someone else's ideas, it just turns you into a follower and sort of like a NPC, like you're just like a clone of somebody else. You're not actually you. You're just following somebody and keeping up with another man or woman. And honestly, it really doesn't align with my character and who I want to be in this world. So that's a really big reason why I don't follow people online. It's just crazy because I know a lot of the people that I'm around, a lot of them just follow these celebrities and almost like worship them. And I just never quite understood it. Again, there's nothing wrong with looking up to somebody. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But personally, I'm not going to sit here and like every single one of their posts. I'm not going to see what they said on this podcast or what they said here. I just don't care. I'm too focused on making my own dreams become true. I'm too focused on working on what I want to do with my life rather than just keeping up with somebody else's life. That's just the way I see it, and that's why I don't follow anybody. Now, if you go on my Instagram, you'll literally see that I don't follow anybody but this one girl that I'm basically close with right now. I don't follow any celebrities. I don't follow any influencers, streamers. I just don't do it. I'm just too focused on, working on my life and getting all my dreams to become true rather than just following somebody and making their dreams become true. And I just never understood the idea of being a follower. I just never understood it personally. Now, the second big reason why I don't look up to anybody is because a lot of the times, from what I've at least noticed, now I'm not saying this is everyone, but a lot of these influencers or celebrities, not a lot of them are the greatest people. And a lot of them don't give the greatest advice. Now, I've seen a lot of these influencers and a lot of these celebrities scam their audiences or just straight up do deplorable things. Now, I will be completely honest with you guys. I do listen to some rappers. I do listen to Pop Smoke. I do listen to King Von. And yeah, I know they did things in the past that weren't good. I still do enjoy some of their music. I will be completely honest. Also, while I was growing up, I did grow up near a bad neighborhood, if that makes sense. So I was kind of influenced by a lot of those like rappers in a sort of way. Now, understandably, I'm not trying to become a rapper. I'm not trying to become like a degenerate or do any of the horrible things that they did. But again, I do still listen to some of their music from time to time, but I don't necessarily worship or idolize them, if that makes sense. If I'm being completely honest, I only really just enjoy their music and just turn it on from time to time when I'm bored or if I'm in the car and I just want to listen to something. But that's another big reason why, because I think some of these celebrities and some of these like streamers and influencers aren't all just the greatest people. I'm not saying it's everyone. Like, yes, there are some good people out there, but again, there is also a good chunk of them that also aren't like the greatest people, and some of them just don't give the greatest advice. And also, that's like another big reason why I just don't follow anyone or just worship or idolize anyone. I just don't do it. And here's my third reason. So the third reason is because I know a lot of these sort of like celebrities, influencers, and like streamers, a lot of them are just sort of using you as like a debit card. You may be confused on what I mean by this. Now, to all of you out there who are watching this may sound a bit hurtful, but a lot of these celebrities that you guys like to look up to and a lot of these celebrities that you guys follow, a lot of them don't give a shit about you. You see, the thing is, a lot of these celebrities know that people basically worship them, and they see that as a way to monetize their own life. For example, they may do a concert or release some merch, but really they just see it as a way to just monetize the people who's following them just so they can make some money. And realistically, they don't give a shit about you because they just know if they're able to sell it to a ton of people, it'll just help them keep living that lavish lifestyle that they're living. Because honestly, I'm not going to follow someone who doesn't even know who I am. I'm not going to follow someone who doesn't give one fuck about me. I don't understand that mentality. I never did. And really, even if I was following someone like that, if that makes sense, I don't want to feel like I'm just like their personal debit card where like whenever they release something or like an album or a concert or whatever the hell it may be, I don't want to feel like I'm just their debit card where I'm just giving them money to make them more rich and me more poor. Because like I said earlier in the video, I'm trying to work on my own dreams and my own goals. I'm not going to just sit here and progress some other man or woman's dream of becoming rich or whatever, they may have wanted to become. Maybe they wanted to be like a famous singer or whatever it may be. I want to make my own dreams become true and not just some other man or woman. I just never understood that mentality, because the reality of it is, whenever you give these celebrities or streamers or influencers money, you're just making their dreams become more true and not your own. And that's the truth, because a lot of that money that you're giving them could actually be going into something that you could work on and potentially turn into something really big. And that's the truth. I personally just think it's a waste of money. Also, I do want to clarify on something. I know I make a lot of videos on here talking about finance and all that stuff. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having fun or going to concerts or necessarily looking up to someone. Again, this video is just my personal opinion, but as a man who's extraordinarily ambitious, personally, I just don't see the point of following someone who just doesn't give a shit about me and someone who's basically just using me as a debit card. It almost feels like I'm disrespecting myself in a sort of way. Just to clarify on this one more time, I'm not hating on anybody. I'm not trying to spread negativity towards anyone. Again, this is just my personal opinion. I have nothing against these people, and this is just personally why I don't follow anybody or I don't idolize anyone. The only man that I idolize is God. That is it. I don't look up to anyone else. That is just the way I see it. I am too focused on making my own dreams become true. I'd rather just put all my money into making what I want to do become true than making some other man or woman's dream, a reality. Because the reality is, when you give those people your money, I already said this previously, I already said this earlier in the video, but you're basically just making their dreams become true and yours not, basically. Again, this was a shorter video, but I did just want to talk about this really quickly because I just find it very interesting that like a ton of people follow these like celebrities. Again, this is just my personal opinion. I'm not trying to shame you. I'm not trying to make you feel bad for looking up to anyone. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So if you do want to support me, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. So about 90% of you guys who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if you guys could subscribe, it is free and it would really help me out. Also, I am going to be building a $99 a month Skool community where I plan on financially educating people and also just connecting with this YouTube community as a whole. You see, I believe the school system failed to teach us basic financial literacy, and honestly, in this Skool community, that is a problem that I want to solve. So if you do want to check out this Skool community, it will be linked down in the description below. Also, if you want to follow me on social media, my handles will be right up here and they'll also be linked down in the description. So if you do want to check me out on Instagram or TikTok, those will be down in the description. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I will see you guys all in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.